Okay, in this video, I'm gonna be sharing exactly how one of my artists sold $18,000 worth of artwork to one buyer. With that being said, if you don't know who I am, basically my name is Gerald Henry. I'm the founder of Artist Rise. In the past 2 years, we sold over $2 million in artwork. And my goal here is to provide so much value to artists that at some point you may consider working with me and my team. And if that's the case, you can feel free to go to artistrise.com where you can learn more about how to do that. But with that being said, I don't want to waste much time. We're going to jump into this video. But before jumping into the video, make sure you hit the subscribe button so you can learn all the new latest tactics, strategies, tricks my clients use to make a lot of sales in a very short amount of time. Okay, so what's her name? Her name is Shaz. This is Shaz here. And Shaz been working with me for a few months now, about 8 months. And recently, she's been selling a lot of artwork to one-off buyers. So a buyer will purchase $12,000 worth of work. Another buyer will purchase $15,000 worth of work. Another buyer purchase $18,000 worth of artwork. And we kind of figured out a little strategy to kind of get these buyers to come back and purchase again and again and again, which is exciting. So with that being said, let's just jump into it. So here's the thing. The first sale is usually the hardest. So we make sure we spend a lot of time on the first sale, the first conversation. If you get someone to purchase the first time, it's easy to get them to come back and purchase again and again and again. So first, let's talk about the first sale. You must have a direct conversation with them. If you're new here, don't send your buyers to your website. If you're old here, you already know this. Because in the art space, the conversation is crucial. That allows someone to get to know you as the artist, and get to know what your art represents, and it gets you guys to build a strong relationship, which is rapport. So when you want to have that conversation, the first conversation usually takes the longest. That's when you're really getting to know someone. You're getting to figure out exactly why they're interested in your artwork. And more importantly, get to put you in a position to best decide if this is artwork for them. Should they be purchasing this artwork? Can they afford this artwork? Do they genuinely love the artwork? So what happened for Shaz, she ended up having a direct conversation with this particular buyer. They end up talking for hours through Messenger. I don't recommend really getting on a call unless you're really comfortable. If not, Messenger is just fine. So she ended up having a conversation with Messenger. They end up laughing in the conversation, talking about a lot. And then at the end of that conversation, she asked him if he would like to purchase. And the guy said yes. I want to say this was a $3,000 sale. Don't quote me on that. Can't really remember. But let's just say it was $3,000, right? But with that being said, the guy decided to purchase the artwork for $3,000. Cha-ching, went for Shaz. She just made a sale for $3,000 to an absolute stranger that met her online and seen her artwork. With that being said, now Shaz know that this guy is a buyer. He want to purchase her artwork. He purchased her artwork, so he's most likely willing to purchase more art because once again, he's identified as a buyer. So once you identify that buyer, aka once someone purchased your work, this is what you want to do next. You want to make an amazing offer from the purchase another work. Now, you don't want to do this immediately. What I have my artists do, they'll wait about a week, a couple days, and then they'll send them a message, a very, very great message. And in this message, they're typically saying, hey, I created this another artwork. It reminds me so much of the one you already have. Before I make it public for everyone, I wanted to give you first dibs to see if you wanted it. I think you will love it. So something along those lines. What happens is when she sends that artwork, the buyer who already purchased the art before is automatically thinking, okay, I love the last artwork because I purchased it. And you say you have another artwork that's very similar to the last one that I already purchased. It's like they're brothers and sisters. It's like they're twins, right? I have to get this second piece. So what happens is the buyer then says, let me see it. Once he see the artwork, he says, I love it. How much is it? This way it gets interesting. So I call this incentive-based pricing, which I think is amazing. Every store do this. Every store have like a loyalty customer program. If you would get into it, even like expensive cars like Ferrari, Porsche, and everyday stores like Bath and Body Works for candles, right? They're incentivized pricing for those that do business with them. So basically, this is how incentivized pricing works. So for the second sale, Shaz would say something along the lines of, okay, for this artwork, it was priced at $4,500. That would be the price if it was in a gallery. However, because I'll be sending this work directly to you, I don't have to worry about the gallery taking a commission from the sale. So I'm more than happy to take off that percentage that the gallery typically take and only sell it to you for $3,500 or $4,000 or whatever that number may be. And then the buyer is thinking, oh wow, that's freaking amazing of you, Shaz. I freaking love you. I want it. Keep in mind, he also understands that he have the first chance to purchase before it's publicly announced that the artwork is available, which leads to scarcity, which is great, and it also leads to urgency. So these are two major things. So what happens is the guy make the second purchase. Now he purchased 2 artworks, which is freaking phenomenal. That's 2 sales you made to 1 buyer. And let's just say if it was those prices. You sold the first piece for $3,000. You sold the second piece for $4,000. Now that totals up to be $7,000 in art sales to 1 buyer. Congrats. That's an amazing month. However, of course, we don't want to stop there. This is where the big sale comes into place. Once this buyer purchased the second work from her, she sends them a gift. Now, it gets fun, it gets exciting at this point. She sends a gift or whatever that person may be interested in. Do not, once again, if you do use this strategy, do not send someone a gift in your favor, like something that you like or another print. Send something that they will really love. So Shaz know that this particular buyer is big on champagne. So she sent him 3 bottles of champagne that she thinks he would really love. And then she wrote a personal note. And in that personal note, she said this. She said, hey, the fact that you purchased 2 works from me means the absolute world to me and my family. If you open to it, I would love to put my artwork throughout your home. I would do incentivized pricing for you if you want to purchase. Just let me know how many pieces you need to fill your home, and I will work on specific pieces that would be specific to you and your home and your family. Now, this way it gets interesting. Because the person received the gift, this is called the law of reciprocity. When you give something, they feel the need to give something back. In this case, Shaz gave the gift. He felt the need to purchase more art. So this don't work every time, by the way, but you should offer this every time. And if you can get this to work, let's say 1 out of 10 sales, 10, then that's spot on, right? That's good. I mean, 1 out of every 10 sales, you can make an additional 4 or 5 sales. That's beautiful. Anyway, back to the main subject. Once Shaz sent that letter with the gift, the person responded and said, you know what? Let's do it. I want your artwork in my home. I feel like we have an amazing relationship and your work is beautiful. So the guy ended up purchasing multiple works from Shaz that Shaz worked on for him. And at the end of that month, it became an $18,000 sale in total with all the artworks combined to 1 buyer. Now, you may be thinking like, holy crap, if I could do this, that'd be spot on. Well, if you're serious and you actually want to do this, here's what to do in short. First thing first, you have to do the hardest part first, which is secure the first sale. Once you secure the first sale, you have to give them first dibs on the second sale with incentive-based pricing. Once you give them dibs on the second sale, then for the third sale, before you get there, you want to send a gift. Once you send a gift, they're going to feel like they really know you. You freaking amazing. They love you. It's phenomenal. And everything is just picture perfect. And then you go for the big sale. In this last sale, you're typically going for 3 sales in 1. So I love for my artists to ask if they could fill their house with their artwork. And then if that happened, now you just made 5 sales, right? The first sale, the second sale, sent the gift, and then you went for the big sale, which was 3 sales, which equals 5. If you do that, now you're gonna be in a very, very happy state. But once again, I wanna repeat, this don't happen every time. I have my artists go for the big sales every single time. And the goal is that if 1 out of 10 people purchase more of your artwork, then you're a winner. That's a great month. For Shaz, this leads to $20,000+ months, which is freaking phenomenal. With that being said, I hope you found this valuable. I'm gonna put a link below where you can watch a step-by-step training I put together to see exactly how to make sales. And then if you want to schedule a call with myself and my team, you'll find your way to that eventually. With that being said, I hope you found this valuable. Definitely subscribe. I know there's not many channels talking about how to actually sell artwork, and the channels that are actually talking about selling artwork, they're kind of just talking. The things I'm teaching you here is the things I actually apply with my current artists so they can achieve the results they're currently achieving, which I think is brilliant. And all you have to do is apply the same thing. With that being said, peace.